Welcome back to GameVault HQ. Today, we're diving into the highly anticipated Sins of a Solar Empire 2, the long-awaited sequel to a beloved space strategy classic. Whether you're a veteran of the series or a curious newcomer, this review will help you navigate the vast cosmos that this game offers. So strap in, because this isn't just any RTS, this is Sins of a Solar Empire 2. When Sins of a Solar Empire first released back in 2008, it redefined the RTS genre by seamlessly blending real-time strategy with 4X elements: explore, expand, exploit, exterminate. It wasn't just about commanding armies, it was about managing empires on a galactic scale. Now, with Sins of a Solar Empire 2, the stakes are even higher and the expectations immense. Ironclad Games has aimed to deliver an experience that feels both familiar and fresh. But does it succeed? One of the first things you'll notice about Sins of a Solar Empire 2 is its sheer scale. The game offers massive maps where planets orbit their stars, asteroids drift through space, and fleets of ships engage in epic battles. The attention to detail is impressive, with each battle bringing a mess of explosions and physics calculations that make the game feel alive. However, it's not all about spectacle. The game emphasizes grand strategy over micromanagement. This means that while you'll be fine-tuning your economic power and tech trees, the real thrill comes from watching your strategic decisions play out on a galactic scale. Each faction, whether it's the Tech, Trader Emergency Coalition, the Advent, or the Vasari, offers unique gameplay mechanics that cater to different playstyles, from aggressive expansion to resource stripping. Let's talk about the core gameplay. Sins of a Solar Empire 2 retains the real-time mechanics that made the original so compelling. Everything happens simultaneously, making the game feel like a grander, more intense version of StarCraft. This is a game for players who love tracing tech tree builds and optimizing economic efficiency. However, this complexity can be daunting. The game doesn't hold your hand, and new players might find themselves overwhelmed by the sheer amount of information and options available. Unfortunately, while the game offers a deep and engaging experience, it also comes with some significant drawbacks. The aesthetic of the game, for example, is functional but uninspired. The use of AI-generated art in some parts of the game, like the tech trees and character portraits, has sparked controversy and, frankly, looks out of place. Moreover, the game's single-player AI feels a bit undercooked. The diplomacy system is rudimentary, and AI factions often ignore even the most generous offers. This can make the single-player experience feel a bit lacking, though human opponents in multiplayer can make up for this with more dynamic interactions. At its core, Sins of a Solar Empire 2 remains an RTS, and the combat mechanics reflect that. Fleet composition and big-picture strategy are crucial. The AI is generally reliable, allowing you to focus on overall tactics rather than micromanaging every single unit. However, the lack of a robust tactical layer may leave some hardcore strategy fans wanting more. The game focuses heavily on large-scale battles, where the outcome often hinges more on your economic decisions than on battlefield maneuvers. One thing to note is that Sins of a Solar Empire 2 is designed to be a long-term experience. The developers have already planned years of updates, expansions, and DLCs. This suggests that the game you play today might evolve significantly in the coming years. For players who invest time in mastering its systems, this long-term support could make it a rewarding experience in the long run. Sins of a Solar Empire 2 is a game that knows its audience. If you're a fan of the original, you'll likely appreciate the improvements and expansions this sequel offers. The game's depth is undeniable, and for those who enjoy grand strategy and 4X games, it's a feast of content and challenge. However, it's not without its flaws. The game can be overwhelming for newcomers, the aesthetic choices are questionable, and the single-player experience feels underwhelming compared to the rich multiplayer potential. That said, if you're willing to push through the learning curve and embrace the chaos, there's a deeply rewarding experience waiting for you. So should you dive into Sins of a Solar Empire 2? If you're a strategy enthusiast looking for your next great challenge, absolutely. Just be prepared for a game that demands as much as it gives. That's it for today's review. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to GameVault HQ for more in-depth reviews, strategy tips, and gaming news. Until next time, keep exploring, keep expanding, and keep conquering.